Hey West, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you've been to a club?
Like the weekend before last.
All right, so all right, so when you looked around the club, right, you saw certain ladies that may have been dancing, like they may have been, grooving or whatever, and they shake their ass a little bit, but the one that you seen busting it wide open, 9 times out of 10, what did you see around her?
Gay boys, but it's like we said, there's two different levels of twerk. Like there's the twerkers that judge the twerkers that bust it open, and you have like the light twerker. Like it was with like it be women in the club in the booths like twerking where you see they pant. Like that's too much. Like of course ain't nobody doing that, but like just dance with your friends in the corner. You know, it's just levels of just I don't know. What was the question?
So like when you seen a girl that was in the middle of the floor busting it open twerking, because I think we all have an idea of what kind of twerking we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see? You looked around the club.
Yeah, that for me is not. It's not qualified. Busting it open is not qualified. There's, I guess, I don't know. I guess when everybody has a different imagery when it comes to twerking because there's different levels of.
I don't see the level. Twerking is twerking to me. I don't know. Like I hear you talking about light twerking, like a little shake. That's not twerking. Then twerking is twerking.
We talking about hands on your knees.
Have you ever twerked on a man's pelvic? Have you ever twerked on him?
Yeah, I have. Not a stranger.
Did you feel the ride?
Just like your wife twerks on your pelvic, I've twerked on
So have you ever twerked to the point where you felt the rise?
Of course.
Did you keep going?
Depending on the person.
Why does it depend on the person?
Because if it's my man, then we about to go home and I'm trying to seduce my man.
Wait, so you mean to tell me you twerked on a man in public, right? And you felt him, if you felt him rise, you say you go depending on the person behind you, you're like, oh no, you got a hard on.
I said it won't be no random person. So it don't matter.
You ain't never danced with a random guy at the club?
I don't dance on men at the club.
How old are you?
How old do I look?
Oh no, that's why I'm asking.
I'm 31.
You 31 and you haven't yet to dance on a man in the club.
I have when I was younger, like you said, when it was Pretty Ricky and shit like that. But like as an adult, I'm not dancing. We're talking about.
She said, "Women don't lie. They don't. They just show themselves. You showing that ass."
Yeah, in high school we were like you said, we was twerking and just listening to Pretty Ricky. In my adult life, I'm not fucking sitting up there doing that shit. That shit.
Define adult life. 18 and older.
What?
Were you 18 and older when you was doing this?
Doing what?
No, she wasn't.
Pretty Ricky.
She was a whole minor.
She said high school.
Oh wait, she said Pretty Ricky.
I was a freshman in high school.
Oh, yeah, you was a freshman. So you mean to tell me when you was 18, you went to college?
Mm-hmm.
You was in college, so you went to college parties.
You went to HBCU?
I did go to HBCU.
Hold on, wait. And you went to an HBCU. You mean to tell me with the captains and the alphas and
I can't recall.
I bet you
can't. Oh, okay.
I bet you can't.
Calling you in this shit is not really considered.
Damn.
Lord, I know what's some footage.
It's getting worse.
Somebody try to pull up this footage. But you know what, JR? I think even when we take it away from twerking, right? When we talk about people should be able to do whatever they want to do, right? That is exactly how we got the culture that we have today, where you literally got teachers right now complaining about how kids are behaving in their classrooms because their parents believe that their kids can do what they want. So now their kids go to these schools and they act a fool. And then the parents try to talk to the teachers try to talk to the parents, and the parents is like, oh, well, they can do what they want. That's exactly how we got here. And we all complaining about it, but then in the same breath, we try to say, oh, well, let them do what they want. You should be able to move how you want to move. Well, that's how you get dysfunction. That's exactly how we wound up here now. A bunch of disrespectful ass kids who don't listen to nobody, who don't care about what anybody got to say. And then we all got to reap the consequences of that while simultaneously trying to tell them that they can do what they want.
Man, I got to learn today. Man. Excellent show.
Hey, everybody. I'll work on myself. I will go on my journey of not twerking anymore. I'll start tomorrow.
Okay, there you go. That's growth right there.
And just don't be discouraged if you see something wrong and you think it needs some change, or you think it should be done a different way, and you trying to be right, trying to be righteous, and trying to express that and trying to get people to do it. It's okay to do that, man. We all lift each other up, man, and try to make a change as much as we can. I'm saying, don't let nobody try to discourage you by calling you cornballs or whatever.
Or 304s? Or 304s?
You don't want to be, I mean, if that's who you are, I don't think a woman should be discouraged from being a 304. I mean, if that's what you want to be, then just be it. Just own it.
They're an important part of the ecosystem, so it is what it is. Just understand, what your outcome will be for that as well.
There's a place for you.
Yeah, there's a role. There's a role for that.
Be discouraged. You say don't be discouraged. At the same mouth say I'm just going to name call you. I mean, you're kind of discouraging. I'm just saying.
So discouragement, you associating labeling with discouraging.
Name calling. You don't think that is a way to lower somebody's self-esteem?
I don't know. If I see a fox, I'm gonna call it a fox.
Men don't lie. They just show you. Look at.
If I see a fox, I'm gonna call it a fox.
I mean, this name calling thing, I understand, like, you don't want to be insulting, but if you're not that, it shouldn't be an insult. Like, they've been saying hoe and all this stuff. Let go, say everybody on this panel is a hoe. I ain't get mad. The fuck, I'm not one. So okay, he could think whatever he wants. That's what he thinks.
Sometimes I think that it'd be different if the women were saying it. But sometimes I think that even if you could have got them, if you're trying to portray a message to somebody, but you start name calling them, if you start calling your kid, you call your kid trash.
Yeah, acting like it.
They're not going to hear what you're saying. If you lost it, so it's not my problem because I'm not trying to do that. But if you want to be impactful, you cannot name call at the same time. I'm just sorry, but
I disagree because there was a man who sat on his panel before, and he was the first to tell women no, they can't have it all. He was the first one to tell women they don't qualify for a particular man, and he was very impactful, and they didn't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So I think you can be very impactful if you be polarizing. Sort of like what Trev Smooth said. We all do it. We all are polarizing in a way to get more reach. You know what I'm saying?
And you are part of it.
It's not just to get more reach. It's just the truth. And I think the reason why our society is getting more relaxed because we took away the shame. Instead of calling hoes, we just say that
they're liberated.
They're free.